Deandra Sanders' cryptic message on Jacquees says it all after fiancé breaks silence amid breakup rumors. It looks like the very public relationship drama of Deandra Sanders and Jacquees is finally seeing some development. It's been some months since her feud with Dej Loaf made headlines, and Deandra also saw hate coming her way because of it. Since then, she has been managing her influencer career, speaking to the media about postpartum issues, and also looking after her son, Snow. Jacquees has taken a back seat in her life. And based on a new social media update, it seems like their chapter is nearing a close. Deandra first took to X and candidly shared her thoughts about Jacquees collaborating with Dej Loaf for their second album, A Friend Zone 2. She hinted at Jacquees' possible infidelity because she was not allowed to be on their sets, as it made Dej Loaf uncomfortable. Then things took a turn for the worse when Deandra started attacking Jacquees' mom, Rosie Thompson, online. After some mudslinging, when things began to simmer down, Deandra got busy with her media appearances, and her fiancé's presence vanished from her life. She revealed in A Way Up with Angela Yee podcast, "It's in God's hands. We're trying to figure it out." However, it seems Deandra is moving on from that phase in her life for good. She shared a hilarious video on her Instagram story as an indication of the state of her relationship. The video had a message that asked if one had the option of giving their baby's father one more chance or living in the ocean. Someone, with their full heart and willpower, was dragging a suitcase across the sand and throwing it into the sea and jumping in themselves. Deandra also wrote alongside the video, "Lil Mermaid me." It seems like the ship has sailed for the couple, as breakup rumors continue to make their rounds on the internet. The damage to their relationship is done, and it doesn't look like an easy road for either of them to make their way back. While the feud was still ongoing, Jacquees had dismissed Deandra's outburst. He said in a Hot 97 interview, "She doesn't really understand the entertainment industry. I think that's why you see like the outlashes on the internet and just different stuff like that. I think she probably do that to be heard or something." All of these show that the cracks in the couple's relationship has run far too deep. However, Jacquees also had a surprising message for Deandra, which is creating more doubts in people about the status of their relationship. Jacquees shares heartfelt message for Deandra Sanders. It looks like the bond between the two has not soured entirely. Jacquees also took to Instagram to share some high praise for Deandra on the occasion of Mother's Day. After mentioning his mother, he wrote, "Deandra, thank you for blessing me with our son. I watched what you went through to bring him here, and I'll never forget that." Both Deandra and Jacquees regularly feature Snow on their social media. Does this mean that Jacquees is putting in efforts to mend their relationship? We usually hear Deandra's side of the story, and Jacquees has weighed in on the drama sparsely. Dej Loaf is also still adamant that nothing transpired between her and the rapper. "Jacquees and I don't even hang out as much and do the cool shit that we used to do. It's respect," she said. Deandra, however, never went back on her argument. She is yet to explicitly announce that her engagement with Jacquees is headed for the worse. But with Jacquees' appreciation for her role as Snow's mom, maybe there's a saving grace for this troubled relationship. Jacquees and Deandra Sanders are not really beating around the bush, but we can't exactly pinpoint a status for their relationship. Meanwhile, they're focusing their energies on raising Snow with love, being present parents for their baby. Now, from Deandra's perspective, things look beyond repair, but from Jacquees' point of view, he might be willing to mend things up soon. Question is there any hope remaining for both of them to hold on to save their relationship from failing? Coach Prime catches strays from Buccaneers camp as Shiloh Sanders drops unfiltered comment. Ex-wife Pilar reacts. Shiloh Sanders' tryst with thwarting all sorts of undermining and cynicism is complete. Despite what the discourse around him would have had you think, he's an NFL pro, a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Did being the son of one of the greatest footballers of all time help? Conceded, it may have been a factor. But Deion Sanders allegedly had a negative impact on Shedeur Sanders' NFL stock. So there's a bit of a contradiction here. Plus, Shiloh had to ditch his dad for a professional agent to facilitate the move. Alas, whether Shiloh's ascension to the NFL is merited or not will remain an incessant debate. But now that he's there, he hasn't stopped taking subtle jabs at his old man. Deion and Shiloh Sanders have gone back and forth more often than Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. Their intrinsically bonded synergy has made for some hilarious exchanges over time. During the draft process, for instance, Shiloh topically challenged Dion's sub 4.3 40-yard dash time, which doesn't have any video evidence and is, by some, believed to be fallacious. It's a bond that grows from Deion Sanders having coached his two sons right from the outset, right through college. The entirety of Shiloh Sanders' career has transpired under and alongside Coach Prime, which segues into the latest episode in this long-running series of sly digs, courtesy of Shiloh. Deion Sanders Jr., Shiloh Sanders' brother, posted a video of the latter doing a locker room tour at the Bucs facility during rookie minicamp to his off-media platform. During this video, Shiloh is seen picking out his helmet grill, showing off his newly minted number 28 jersey, his locker, and just generally ad-libbing in excitement. At one point, he opens his designated locker and is pleasantly surprised to see a variety of gear and clothes. It genuinely is more Bucs-centric clothing than the average person has in general. It's this sheer volume of gear that spawned the shot at Deion Sanders. This is more clothes than I've gotten from any team I've played on that's coached by Coach Prime in my whole career. That's crazy, he said, in jest, of course. Come to think of it, this is a subliminal shot at his alma mater, Colorado, too. Shiloh will perpetually be grateful for the avenues his father and school have opened for him professionally. But now that he's in the big league, he's beginning to get a taste for just how much more prosperity there is on the rung above. Interestingly, one of Shiloh's other statements in this video even spawned a reaction from his mom, Pilar. A statement that epitomizes his frame of mind, his confidence. Mom Pilar reacts to Shiloh Sanders' exuberant and confident demeanor. By all accounts, Shiloh Sanders has had a great beginning to life in West Florida. Reports reverberating out of Tampa suggest he impressed during the Buccaneers rookie minicamp. For an undrafted guy who's faced partisan allegations of nepotism, that's really resounding. Shiloh seems to believe he belongs on this level, and this confidence, while still remaining humble and grounded, is emanating in that aforementioned YouTube video. While he's taking in all the gear and clothing he just got presented with, Shiloh sees a pair of gloves and begins to try them on. These feel like interception gloves? Yes, he says. It's this exact phrase that sparked a reaction from Pilar. Yes, interception gloves, clapping hands, medium dark skin tone, clapping hands, medium dark skin tone, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. She wrote in the comments section of an IG post on the Well-Off Media handle relaying the same video. The road to the NFL has been treacherous, but now that he's here, Shiloh's living it up. As cliched and cheesy as that sounds. But getting gear, gloves, and even a contract doesn't equate to being a full-fledged player. Shiloh's got a long and just as treacherous road ahead if he wants to be a contributing factor to his team. The Bucs' pass defense ranked 30th out of 32 teams in terms of air yardage allowed. That secondary isn't in the greatest shape, so safety Shiloh Sanders could get a look in at some point. But he's got to earn it through preseason and beyond. Those interception gloves sure will help.